Now YouTube censored.
I'm mad as hell right now. Yes, I am.
Viewer discretion is advised. Your mama black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
In custody tonight after police say he set a pregnant woman on fire in Capitol Heights. Police responded to the scene off Elkwood Lane just before noon today. They found the victim badly burned, but she was conscious. She was rushed to the hospital where doctors helped deliver her baby. Both mom and the child are in critical condition right now. Officers say the woman and the suspect were in a relationship and she was able to identify him before he could hurt anyone else.
She was very brave. We want her family to know how brave she was, suffering as badly as she was, critically burned, worried about her unborn child, dealing with those injuries, and was able to share that information with us so that we could get moving with our investigation and locate this person.
Police have not released the suspect's identity.
Right through the window you'll see here is the home where police say a man set a pregnant woman on fire today. Neighbors say they were dating. Investigators are still on the scene there in Capitol Heights. So is News 4's Shamari Stone. Shamari, what else are you learning?
Well, first, let me just say that this is a very sad situation. Another example of domestic violence, police say here in Prince George's County. Neighbors have been coming up to us, everyone asking about how is this woman doing, and we explained to them that she's in critical condition. Let me move out of the way while my photographer, Brooks Merriweather, can zoom in. You can see crews right now. They are working outside of where this fire occurred. You can see them. They have wood, and they're putting it over the windows. Police say a man set the woman on fire shortly before noon out here in their Capitol Heights apartment. We're at 1405 Elkwood Lane. Prince George's County Police say they responded here for domestic-related arson. Neighbors tell me the suspect is the woman's boyfriend. He turned himself in, they say, and police are going to be asking him a lot of questions. Now, worth mentioning that this woman was pregnant and she gave birth at the hospital to a girl. Police also tell us that she has 2 other children. We are waiting for their relatives to come here to the scene. Live here in Prince George's County, I'm Shamari Stone, News 4.
Good evening. Neighbors in one Albuquerque community are on edge after encounters with an overly aggressive solicitor. One neighbor even claims the salesman threatened to hurt her family. News 13's Brianna Gallegos is here with her account of what happened. Brianna.
Madeline, that neighbor, says after she told the man she wasn't interested in buying what he was selling, he got angry and instead of just leaving, claims he made threats. She provided us with pictures of the salesman, but we chose to blur his face because he has not been charged with a crime that we know of.
I told him I really don't want to buy anything.
This fearful La Cueva neighbor,
He became very irate.
is one of many who say they've had the same terrifying experience with a certain solicitor.
He started accusing me of being a racist.
She says the man told her he was with an organization called Graceful Hands.
He was involved in a program that helped people that had felonies because they couldn't get jobs.
But after declining to purchase his magazines, she says things escalated from claims of discrimination to threats against her teenage daughter, who arrived home during the incident. Eventually, the guy stormed off.
It's very scary. I watch her through the window every day that she comes home from school. And
you can see he was dressed in a presentable way. Black slacks, a white button-up, and a tie. But the woman says his demeanor just didn't match.
I'm very scared. I'm like watching my daughter like a hawk. And, we're keeping our doors locked.
This neighbor later logged into the site nextdoor.com and realized she wasn't the only one who got a knock on her door from the guy. And several say they refused to buy magazines from him, and he got mad and claimed they too were racist. Now this community is keeping its eyes peeled.
We have been watching everybody in our neighborhood anytime, that we're out here.
The neighbor says she called police about what happened. APD did not return our calls tonight. For more information, we also reached out to the organization neighbors say the man claimed to be a part of, but have yet to hear back from them. Madeline, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Brianna. Now, you might remember in late July when Rio Rancho police put out a warning regarding aggressive salespeople. At the time, officers in Rio Rancho warned of salespeople holding open doors and being aggressive toward homeowners.
Breaking news, nigga. Some breaking news.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
There's something wrong with the black man's mind. There's something wrong with his mind. Nigga, please.
Oh, hell no.
Fight their asses.
Was indeed a very emotional day inside Petersburg Circuit Court for both the jurors and family members as police crime scene video is shown to the courtroom. At least 2 family members had to leave the courtroom while many others teared up and could be heard quietly sobbing as the video showed the bodies of 4 family members killed on April 19th, 2014. Several jurors could also be seen wiping away tears. It wasn't just a video shown to jurors on day 3 of the capital murder trial of Alexander Hill Jr. Photographs of evidence collected at the scene were shown, including what appeared to be a bloody knife and a cell phone one of the victims may have used to call 911. Pauline Wilkins and Vicky Answer were stabbed to death, while Tanique Chavis and Davari Chavis died from smoke and fire inhalation. Fire investigators told the jury they found 3 areas where fires were started in the home and at least 3 accelerants, including gasoline and kerosene, used to ignite those fires. Friday morning, Judge Joseph Teefee expressed concern to both the Commonwealth and defense for the slow pace of the trial. He also said in a pretrial order he expected all exhibits to be bound, submitted, and seen by opposing counsel before the trial started, and told both sides to have everything submitted to the clerk by Monday morning. The trial resumes at 8:30 Monday morning here in Petersburg. Working for you in Petersburg, Wayne Koval.
Olawaseva is charged with murder, attempted murder, felony child abuse, and assault. Now, Olawaseva was released from the hospital today and brought before the judge for the first time. According to search warrants, she was in the hospital because she had tried to hurt herself. Now, last month, her husband called 911, said she had stabbed him multiple times in the face while he was sleeping. Court documents show a large kitchen knife found inside the entrance of the family's UNC on-campus apartment. 5-year-old Israel was found dead on the living room floor. Warrants note that the husband told officers his wife struggled with mental health issues. Now, she will be back in court later.
Jake, you have some new information about how many rounds were fired. Is that right?
40 rounds, Anusha and Sophia. That's what police are telling us. More than 40 rounds were fired, and not one of them hit that homeowner. He was standing in a yard just behind me over my left shoulder at this house. 3 suspects came by, police say, and they started opening fire at him, and he returned fire. And if you can pan over here to the left, you can see the suspect's vehicle down the street on Glen Burnie. It sort of crashed there on the left. It's a Nissan Altima. Let's show you some of the video. This happened early this morning. It's remarkable this homeowner wasn't hit because there was an excess of 40 rounds fired, and the homeowner actually was able to hit all 3 suspects in a moving vehicle, which is quite remarkable when you consider all of these facts. 2 of those suspects are dead, police tell us. 1 died at the scene. The other died at the hospital. The 3rd suspect is at Bentop. He is in surgery. We don't know his condition just yet. The homeowner, who's been answering questions all morning, is still with police and has gone downtown to answer more questions. Detectives telling us that this is most likely going to be a self-defense case, and the homeowner will likely not be charged. His brother tells us, family members tell us, that the brother goes to the shooting range often and has an AR-15, and that is what they tell us is the weapon he used in this shooting. Reporting live, I'm Jake Reiner, KPRC Channel 2 News.
As always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also follow us on the usual media for more and interesting information like this.
Fight their asses.